And we're live in unusual date and time, right, Callum?
Yes.
Hey. And how are you, Callum, by the way? All good?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Safe. Yeah, safe and sound. Challenged with all the things which are happening. Of course, we're in unusual time, and we are also joined by our unusual guest. Hi, Marc. We are joined by Marc Goodson. Marc?
Oh, he said he's not in the show. Okay. We've had countless technical problems this morning. Marcin's browser keeps crashing.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's happening. Someone is taking control over internet, and probably we need to start from ensuring why we're here. So we've decided, after seeing this tweet, basically from the great team in Candid Contributions, that they are upping up the amount of podcasts and girls will be recording weekly. So as we've been already weekly umbraCoffee episodes, we decided to do something more, right, Cam? We were always thinking about it. We were always thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. So because they've upped their output to weekly. We've now got a double as well, so we're going to be here once.
We like challenges. We like challenges.
Yeah. And as I said on Slack, it's hopefully in these challenging times going to keep people a bit more more caffeinated in the week, so we can have twice as much Umbraco news.
Yeah, and Anders replied to your tweet today that it's Wednesday, it's umbraCoffee. Yeah, we said okay, we will reveal all of that. And to be precise, we know that today is an April Fool's, and we are not jumping to this whole movement.
We're professionals.
Yeah, we are professionals. We know what we do. We were always thinking about it. We were thinking about umbraCoffee lungos, and some of you probably heard about those ideas from us. So treat it as an entry point to something bigger, and maybe one day we'll go to daily. No one knows. So we've collected, as usual, some news from the community and from everything what's happening around Umbraco in those unusual times. So let's start from probably the biggest announcement, which is why Marc is supposed to be here. But we will try to solve this technical issues in the meantime. This is the forum team, Callum. It's a really big thing. It's a really big thing. We've seen a lot of. It's funny because we've seen a lot of forum threads about it, about people being, I don't know, asking about karma, how it's.
Yeah, I think so. I think the idea here is that that the forum, as the community grows, becomes a little bit more difficult to maintain, and that we're going to have another community team that's going to step in, and they're going to help out. So awarding karma points to people, making sure that the community stays friendly, all of that sort of stuff.
And I'm really curious because I referred to a lot of chats on the retreats in the past and Code Gardens that there was a leaderboard of karma, right?
Yeah.
And people were upset that they probably won't be able to catch up and to be on the top of this list. And after a quick chat with Marc, we've seen that there is an idea of changing it, and probably all the stewards and all the people who will be a part of the forum team, newly formed forum team, will make sure that the leaderboard is open for everyone, right? And everyone can be on the top.
Just exactly. And we'll have the people that we know we need to talk to now when we want to get some extra karma points. They can maybe give some advice. I think they're going to have the powers to issue them. But of course, like with all the teams, this is open to community. So they've got an open application. I think it's till the 31st of April.
Yes, exactly. And there's an email alias forum@umbraco.com. Everyone can be welcomed, and I'm really looking forward to see who will be in the side of the team, because probably those will be the people who will have a real power in making the people more engaged across our community, helpful, and it will be another point of contributing to Umbraco project again. I just remember the whole discussion with Niels about making karma points great again, and on the retreat when we were having the high five button and karma counters, right now it can be just replaced by the team. It will be kind of reverse engineering around not replacing people with technology, but technology with people again.
Yes, yeah, exactly, and it just helps keep the community friendly, and we've got some friendly faces we can talk to about anything on the forum.
So 31st April, submit your entry and be part of the team with Marc as a great leader there. So that was definitely the biggest announcement during this week in the beginning. Then we had some packages, of course, as usual. People were even in the middle of the week. It's impossible to not be amazed by the work from the people in our Umbraco community. Starting from
usual suspect, isn't it? It's the people that are active all the time.
Kevin Jump, of course. Once again, big high five for Kevin, but it's unusual work. It was something what was requested by many people. We've been all, I don't know, challenged with the switches between V7 and V8, and right now, after great work delivered by Kevin Jump, we finally have a V7 template for V8 installations.
Yep.
Still without tabs, unfortunately, yet.
Yeah. There's probably some technical constraints around that, but then if you want tabs, you can install the Matryoshka package or Sebastian's Tabify. But I think this is good. It was going to go quite a way towards helping editors transition from V7 to V8, and they don't now have to worry too much about everything's different. They can just install Kevin's package, select I think he's called it the classic theme, and you have V7 navigation, but the V8 editing experience.
And it's worth to add that still it has the speed of V8. It has the new version, new caching layer, so everything behaves as V8. Besides the UI, which might be more known for people who are used to using V7. Well done, Kevin. It's great to see it's live, and we will definitely use it in all of our V8 projects right now. And again, we had Anthony on last Friday, but probably and hopefully it motivated Anthony to contribute more and more. And we have a new release from him. It's called once again the great name, Dang Easy. You say there.
Fire Z. Fire Z. Damn. But so this is cool. This is a CLI where you can effectively give it commands, instructions, and it will start to create your site for you. So you can be like, dang, I want a website, and say, I need a homepage, or I need the grid, or and then some quite complex commands like I want e-commerce with PayPal.
I recall chats with Anthony and also Peter, who was building some kind of coding first approach. And we have a combination of those both worlds. And as we know, Anthony is a very great freak around naming conventions. all of the catches here. It refers also to kind of for me at least, for BDD and TDD approaches, where we have a really I don't know if there is a word for that in English, but it's easy to understand for you what you want to create, and even a project manager or account manager or whoever else can sit down and type down what they want to from this website.
Yeah, it's very explicit and very clear. So yeah, you can almost directly take your requirements, your acceptance criteria, and write those out into the CLI, and it will install the relevant packages, put the sample code in there for you, and get your solution up and running really quickly.
I showed it to our team today in the morning, and Greg is currently even working on the DevOps add-on, which will create a UI for the command line executions to make project managers be able to create projects of their need. So we will have more time. We will have more time for open source contributions, for example, and things like that.
And awesome. Leaving early on a Friday. Last week when we had Anthony on, we were talking a bit about the investment from a company's point of view in like building open source projects, and this is a great example of that, because you've got I think it's taken them quite a while to build. If you look at the commits, it's been going since last year, but there's a value in actually releasing this, because it saves your team time in the long run, doesn't it?
Plus it's still being worked on So that's great to see. It's being open source and everyone can contribute. So I'm really happy to see that, because hopefully even through the pull requests and issues being raised there, we will see what kind of websites people are building, and not only developers, because we can see the code, but here by analyzing the commands passed to the CLI, we can see what people want to build, and then we can probably help them in building that.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Did you see the big milestone from this week as well? On the top of the so this week, Richard Soapman tweeted that we are celebrating the 10th year anniversary of the rich text editor in Umbraco, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And for those that don't know, so the rich text editor started out as like as a package by Richard Soapman, and made its way into core, and here we are today. So Richard's rich text editor is now 10 years old and being used pretty much on every single site, isn't it?
Yeah. It's being kind of replaced in some solutions by the grid, but still, rich text editor is pretty famous, and all the training materials, all the Umbraco fundamentals were based on top of it. So I don't know any editor who is not familiar with rich text editor. So no. Yeah, big kudos, and we won't be singing happy birthday, but it's a great anniversary, and yeah, we can just wish Richard and Umbraco and all the rich text editors another 10 years on the market.
Yeah. I mean, it's come a long way, hasn't it? The rich text editor kind of spawned the grid on top of it, and we've got all these rich editing experiences now, like block editors coming. So this was probably really the start of the first, like, it's not just a simple text field, it's a WYSIWYG editor. Awesome work.
Yeah, great, and it's looking better and better with every release. And Richard made us used to high quality of the releases and being adjustable to the people's needs. So yeah, it's great to use it, and I won't replace it with the grid. Probably never.
No.
And so that's from packages side. We also had one big announcement, but maybe not that important in terms of technology behind it, but from the visibility point of it, it's very important, especially in those once again I will say unusual times when we are all locked down and closed at home,
stuck inside.
So it's about Umbraco Cloud. I don't know if we should still use this name because there's a new name following the whole movement of renaming Headless to be more like not related with the technology and the stack and maybe architecture of it.
Yeah, the principles. The principles,
yeah. So right now we have a Headless, Umbraco Headless named as Hardcore, and Umbraco Cloud will be named as Umbraco Sunshine, which is very cool, and I know it made me happy.
It's way more positive than like, cloud's a very marketing-y term, isn't it? And it doesn't really mean anything. But this is all about like how they can effectively make all the products a bit friendlier. We'll see. Maybe this is going to come out on other of their products as well in the coming months. I don't know. I like here that it says at Umbraco HQ we radiate sunshine or radiate friendliness. Sorry, and that just really goes nicely with the with the new name. So interesting.
Yeah, I think that Umbraco in general is doing great in terms of being on the place for people who needs the help and support right now in various areas. And right now, when we are convincing clients to use more services from Umbraco perspective, it's a lot easier to say that we can just use Umbraco Sunshine here, or let's make this Sunshine rise or stuff like that. So it's very helpful, and important message here. This is what I wanted to highlight, is that all of us as developers won't see any change, right? So we have still
we're still calling it Umbraco as a service, like the premium thing. And if you joined the Friday bar on Friday, there was a question: what was the original name of what is now Umbraco Sunshine? And it was Concord, of course. And people, there's been so many different names of this, but ultimately the same product is there. We're probably not going to see much difference, but at least nice.
It can be even replaced Umbraco as a sunshine. why not? Why not? So cool. Yeah, that's from the products and packages.
We lost Marcin.
Oh, you lost me? No. I'm here.
Hey, you're back. You're back. You froze for ages.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I didn't do nothing. So yeah, I was saying that I was telling that it's all from the packages and product side, but we had also some initiatives and discussions from the community. And first of all, I presume that this is the follow up for the Secret Santa idea, right?
Yeah.
Which was a great success in the Umbraco community. I still have a book which I received as a secret. By the way, what did you receive as a?
Oh, I received a lovely little a photo album with all of my stuff from 2019.
Oh, that's great. So we have another opportunity to contribute as a community members, and this is the Umbraco Community Easter Bunny for 2020. So as it's stated here, Easter is a holiday tradition wherein people in Umbraco community receive chocolate eggs. And Callum, I don't know if it was the coincidence or not. On Friday we were talking about some chocolate oranges. People asked me after the episode about chocolate eggs. So it's not a coincidence, I presume. And right now we are able to ship the chocolate eggs across the globe for support each other.
I mean, that it might be a little bit challenging at the minute, given the whole climate. But yeah, the idea I think here is to put your name down, and you can get a chocolate Easter egg sent to you by the Umbraco rabbit themselves.
Yeah, and that's another step towards the community from Umbraco HQ side. That we don't need to care about all of the costs and stuff like that. Umbraco rabbit is paying for it all. And of course, important message is: will I receive my egg for the Easter time? And of course, we are all aware of the situation. So that due to this coronavirus situation, probably the goal and the end of delivery will be by the Easter 2022. Which is not bad.
Sooner than that. We don't want to be stuck inside till 2022.
Yeah. So yeah, let's try to do whatever we can to make it shipped sooner. But if not, it'd still be there for the next Easter. And last but not least, a big.
No, we've got some events.
Oh, events.
Yeah, we had a couple of events. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This week we had. What was it? There's a new meetup announced, and I'm going to struggle to remember its name because it's quite long. It was in Asia, which is awesome because there's not so much activity there, is there?
Yeah, but there's a Southeast Asia virtual user group, which is probably something what just came into life because of the whole situation and possibilities. We were talking about it on Friday that people can join to every event, and there are people everywhere, to be honest, who can share the knowledge and who can be kind of valuable input to the community and our knowledge and skills. So it's great to see people organizing their groups everywhere and probably reusing abilities and possibilities from Umbraco HQ side, Meetup Pro account, Zoom accounts, and stuff like that.
Exactly. And as a reminder, then, that you can still reach out to Ilham and get access to their Zoom account to host your meetups. We were talking actually before we went live about the kind of the state of the world and events, and I saw that Microsoft have just announced that they're taking a lot of their events online only as well. And it's an interesting time, definitely, for local user groups as well as the bigger conferences. We'll have to see. I personally, I love going to the events in person physically, so I hope that can resume as soon as humanly possible.
And we've been discussing it before going live. You attended some events even this week, right?
There's been a couple of good events. I went to my JavaScript skills are nowhere near as good as they should be. So I went to I attended a meetup, kind of local to me actually. In my kitchen, I was standing in my kitchen, and oh Jesus! Anyway,
so maybe let's not make jokes from your JavaScript skills. Let's focus on Umbraco and .NET because you were also doing the .NET meetup today from your kitchen, and that was probably one of the best meetups I've attended so far. I've never thought that you will be so proactive in the kitchen.
No, and it's good to see that these events are actually coming, closer to us. They can be more localized.
But Niels just teased us that there will be another group forming on the Umbraco community, and this Nuke. It's a North Korean Umbraco user group.
Oh dear, let's hope that's not true.
I think that as I said earlier, everyone can start a meetup group. Everyone can share the knowledge, and it's easier these days. And yeah, we just need to be aware of all the privacy issues, especially we've seen Zoom issues being raised on various channels.
People, finding vulnerabilities and flaws in the terms and conditions and stuff.
Yeah. And the topic which I wanted to raise earlier, that's all from the event side. We are, of course, looking and forward and monitoring all of what's happening around the globe. And you've mentioned me earlier that Microsoft is going to do the virtual events till the end of the next year, right?
Yeah, I think
So
so.
last topic for referring to your JavaScript skills maybe as well.
Oh.
Do you want to contribute to that? Because
there's been the ongoing topic about the back office and the tech stack that gets chosen. And as we said, my JavaScript skills are poor at best. I've become quite comfortable with AngularJS though, in the back office. I've got used to it.
You were really, when I remember we were working together, you were mastering jQuery, to be honest. You were calling those DOM selectors.
Yeah, but here's the thing with jQuery, is it's actually familiar.
Yeah.
So people have been using this for like at least 10 years.
And it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, if you Google like a JavaScript question, you get a Stack Overflow article. It comes generally someone's done it in jQuery, and there's probably a few comments going, "You don't need jQuery," but it's just like every other argument about every other framework, really.
Yeah, but there are really solid arguments to use jQuery, and I've been talking with our front-end team, and we know how it is. We attend conferences, we see the new frameworks, we see the new tools, but to be honest, we are just using them because we feel that we need to use them. Whenever, in all the cases, jQuery is more than enough for everything. So I don't see anything wrong with this. Of course, Pete was very vocal about using the jQuery.
Could you use TypeScript and jQuery?
Yeah, for example, right?
And maybe that can be a future discussion, but yeah. And the thing that a lot of people may not know, actually, AngularJS itself wraps, like I think jQuery Lite or some kind of very, very small jQuery library, so that you can actually do some DOM manipulation and stuff. It's wrapping that already, so it's not going to be a massive change, really, to take this to jQuery. It's going to be jQuery 3 as well, so it's up to date. It's supported.
Yeah, modern and so on. And I've seen the proposal of the document ready event handler, and it was looking really cool and simple. Only I can remember 123 lines of calls in the document that ready. It took just 4 seconds to load, so it's kind of pretty reasonable time to just start working on your application. Yeah. We are professionals, Callum.
Yeah.
We are professionals.
This RFC has like 50 odd comments. Oh God. Yep.
Yeah. So that's all. What? We are professionals. It's our 18 and a half episode.
Yeah.
First time when we were not able to deliver. So yeah, that's all. And of course, still we'll put the links in the description of the episode. We see each other on Friday, so there will probably be more funny and not funny and more engaging content coming out from
actually, we've got an amazing set of guests booked for Friday, so that will.
Oh yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's all. Keep us up to date, and as we said, we are going to have umbraCoffees right now on Wednesdays and Fridays. Maybe from the next year, when we will all go to the virtual things, will be daily umbraCoffees on the fixed time. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for
and a very special thank you to Marc, who, of course, categorically we should not do this.
Yeah. That was the solid statement. And thanks, Marc, for joining us. It was fun to have you here. And yeah, so see you on Friday as usual this time. Yeah. Cheers. Bye bye.